He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Digging in the switch hitter, Max Moroff. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. Hit down the line at first. To his left, Olson. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping up to the plate, Tim Wells.
Batting 8th, third baseman, Tim Wells.
Into the windup and the pitch. Looks at a knuckleball that finds the bottom of the strike zone.
Hey, one away.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Hey, it's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. And that misses inside 1-0. One 1-0 pitch on the way. A swing and a knuckleball making him look bad.
One strike.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2.
Hey, plays at 1 now.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now another 1-2.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Angels go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the 4th, still score. Digging in for his second at bat, Johnny Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Johnny Sanchez.
Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in to try it again, Ramon Piedra comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Matt, he's really putting on a clinic. The first pitch strike, we talk about it all the time. He's 90% in this game, first pitch strike. When you do that, you're going to have great success.
Fouled straight back. Angel still looking for hit number 1 in the ball game. And another foul ball. One and 2. Here it comes. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 in the inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Tommy Begay.
Tommy Begay will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
Well, Matt, they've been real aggressive, taking swings early in the count, but you're losing in this game, so you got to make an adjustment. You got to start taking pitches and maybe working the pitcher a little bit more if it's not working, being aggressive.
Now on.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Angels are gone in order. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Austin Thurston. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Fouled back.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone, see if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time, see if he chases it again.
Grounded to short. Correa scoops it up. No problem here. 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Striding in once again, Alex Murillo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Alex Murillo.
Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Knuckler, strike 1. No runs, no hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Ryan Haller is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Well, that's 2 quick outs, and he's got a low pitch count. Really being aggressive in the zone has forced him to swing the bats. He's economically low in that pitch count. He's got a chance to go deep in the game.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Angels go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Ready for another chance? Max Moroff. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Moroff.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Well, they haven't had a real good game plan. That's a lot of balls they're swinging at out of the zone, helping him out. And there's a sign of another one out of the zone, helping the pitcher out. Got to know your zone. You want to have a chance.
He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Tim Wells is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game. He continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
And he struck him out, and there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
So digging in now, Angels, Carlos Perez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Perez.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Here you go, boys. Come on.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. So 6 perfect innings for him out of the gate as he's been masterful. 7th inning. Stepping into the box, Johnny Sanchez. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Sanchez.
And this one's hit on the ground, but foul.
Hey, we got no one.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
The windup and the 0-1. Could have hit that with a 3-iron. A low knuckleball called for a strike.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Digging in once again, Ramon Piedra, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
And all of a sudden, it's pouring right now. It's the hardest I've seen it all night. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a few more errant throws than usual if this continues.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Ready once again, Tommy Bigay. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far.
Bigay.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Matt, this is getting a little ridiculous. That strike right there puts him at 90% of hitters he's thrown first pitch strike to. You do that, yeah, you're going to dominate lineups.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only one strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard. Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Again, he sends it out of play.
Hey, plays out one right here.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Another one sent foul. Another 1-2 delivery. This is skied into short left center. Profar moves over, and that ends the inning. Angels are gone in order. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Ready for another shot now. Austin Thurston. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Austin Thurston.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Swing and a little tapper. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Hey, pretty simple way to start the 8th inning out. A ground ball, and he's 5 outs away from a no-no.
The left fielder, number 4.
So striding forward now,
Murillo.
Alex Murillo. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. And this is heading for the seats and out of play to the left. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Got him.
4 outs away from his date with history.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Now batting, center fielder.
Now batting, Ryan Haller. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Ready with another 0-2. Heading out toward shallow right. Rickards under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Angels go down 1. Here's Max Moroff standing in. Starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Boy, right down the middle for strike 2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him. So the magic number for a perfect game is now down to 2. Settling in now, Tim Wells
Now batting.
been a strikeout victim
Third
twice
baseman.
in this one.
Tim
Yeah, we see a lefty
Wells.
and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Profar is there, and there are 2 men gone now. And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. He
Up next for the
represents the
Angels,
27th and
catcher,
many hope final
Carlos
batter in this
Perez.
masterful performance. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. The 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. So the Angels are down to their final strike now.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
2 down now.
And this will be fouled away. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Well, when you rack up a whole boatload of strikeouts like he did here, there's not much of a debate to be had. He was fun to watch, and I'm excited to see how he backs it up next
The
time.
final line score.
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up. A major league pitcher is approached by one of his coaches.
Afternoon baseball for you now on the show, coming your way from venerable Fenway Park here in Boston. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. And look there at the starting pitcher charged with facing these guys, as his numbers are on your screen. Stepping into the box,
Leading
Michael
off for the Royals,
Volpe, and the
designated hitter,
home-away splits tell us
Michael
he's actually quite a
Volpe.
bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. And a swing and a miss on the game's first pitch as we are underway here this afternoon. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, HR. They've been on a real nice run of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games.
And, Matt, you know, you look at their split right now, but they lost the first. That's a base hit off the knuckle.